Alrighty guys, welcome to another stream. This is going to be a really short one, and this is a bit of a surprise one at that. My work schedule at my second job has been cut back a little bit by my choice. I did some heavy thinking, and I thought, you know what, I think I'm gonna trim back on that if I can, and so I did starting this week, and I only work Thursdays at that job now, so that leaves me with Fridays and Saturdays off. And I really had no idea what to do with myself today, because I'm not used to being free. I've been working Fridays for the last like 9 or 10 months, so this is brand new to me, having a Friday and not having anything planned. So did some thinking, and I thought, you know what, I want to do a YouTube stream, a short and sweet one of something that I'm familiar with, something I don't need to practice, and something I'm not gonna like fumble my way through, and that is Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. So you guys know I'm very familiar with the NES games, and the Super Nintendo version here is essentially a compilation of the first 3 NES Ninja Gaiden titles. The physics are pretty much the same, the graphics are very similar. Music tracks are basically the same, just with the SNES instrumentation, for better or for worse. However, in some of the later Ninja Gaidens in particular, like 2 and 3, there are a lot of visual cutbacks and a lot of shortcuts taken to these conversions. The first Ninja Gaiden is actually pretty solid all throughout. But Ninja Gaiden 2, that's where you start seeing major cutbacks, and I'll point these out as we get to them. And I think it's even worse than Ninja Gaiden 3 in some ways. But still, they're all fun games. They still play well enough here. They're not good. They're not like amazing replacements for the NES games. I think if you're going to play Ninja Gaiden, you should just play the NES versions if you can. But what I do like about Ninja Gaiden Trilogy is that you've got all 3 in one cartridge, and you do have some extra graphical touches and stuff like that, which is nice. So I like having the option to play either the Super Nintendo or NES games. That is pretty cool. So, but yeah, I'm gonna rush through these games. I am not gonna be playing out the story. I will let the endings play out, but I'm not gonna have the like the in-game cutscenes play out. So, but let's go ahead and just kick it off with Ninja Gaiden 1 right here. I will let the introductions play out, though, because I do like the intros for, well, at least Ninja Gaiden's 1 and 2. Ninja Gaiden 3's intros, not as exciting as the intros of 1 or 2, so... But yeah, I will let this play out. Oh, man. Yeah, that was big news earlier this week, Freddy. Yeah, that was all over the social media. Oh man, it's been a while since I've heard this version. Some of this music's gonna be a little weird to me, but that's okay. Yeah, you can see like the text has extra like sort of shading on the edges, so it looks a little bit different. That's kind of like the extent of the graphical touch-ups in this game. You'll see more gradients than you had in the NES. Because the Super Nintendo does have a much higher color palette that it can display. Jules says, I gotta work in 2 hours. Do you think you can make it? Yeah, I should. Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, Ninja Gaiden will only take us like 15 minutes. Ninja Gaiden 2 will probably take us like 20 or 25. And then that leaves us the rest for Ninja Gaiden 3. No, it doesn't have issues with hit detection, no. The frame rate does chug here and there, mostly in Ninja Gaidens 2 and 3. But it's very, very minimal. The TurboGrafx game it's completely rebuilt. It's not even like a straight port of the NES games. It's got a completely different physics model, and it's honestly just, very difficult to get used to if you're used to the NES games. Gonna speed run for Timu, yeah! Here you go, Timu. Aww. One. Oh, I missed it! I missed it! Hey, Obscure. You were playing this last night. Nice. Like I said, we're just gonna skip the, yeah, see, there was a little bit of slowdown right there, right as the level started. That's kind of the extent of it in Ninja Gaiden 1. There's a little stutter at the very beginning of, the stages. It's weird. So for anybody wondering, this is in the description, but I'm going to say it here just in case. We are playing this on my MiSTer FPGA. This is the Super Nintendo core for the MiSTer. It's a very, very good core. Very responsive. And we're using a PS1 Classic controller on here. So we're using a controller that has pretty much the exact same layout as the Super Nintendo controller. Yeah, I mean, like, the hitboxes and everything seem to be about the same. Like, I can do all the same tricks that I can in the NES game, which is great. Like the throwing star trick right here, the jump and slashing, all that stuff. It's pretty much the same. Now, I do know that your inputs can be eaten, especially in Ninja Gaiden 2, which is very frustrating. So like I said, this is not like an amazing replacement for the NES games, but it's a fun sort of curiosity. I do like seeing the, you know, the more colorful visuals with the same NES sprites. Like, the sprites I don't think have changed at all. I think it's the exact same sprites. It's kind of interesting. And I do like some of the music. I really like this tune in particular. I like what they did with it. Doots, 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 jump, jump. Dance, Ryu, dance! Hey, Gary! Oh, man. Oh, took a hit! That's the RNG right there. Those guys that throw those projectiles, that's where most of Ninja Gaiden's RNG comes from. So if you're trying to speedrun the game, those guys are always hit or miss. Oh my god. Yeah, I really like some of this music. I really do. I don't like all of it, but it's fun. I love seeing like different takes on games I love. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and play it safe right here. Jump and slash. Hey, Stexor, long time. Whoa there. I want that. Oops, did not want to use that. If you press down and attack in the air, you won't use your spin slash. Let's see if we can get this. No! We didn't get it. You can damage boost to the right there, which is crazy. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Hey, Jason. Just started summer break. Congrats. Red! Yeah, this tune is a little goofy. Xylophone Gaiden. Actually, yeah, oh well. Yeah, I kind of did this a little bit differently than I normally do. It's taking all sorts of hits. That's one of the things about Ninja Gaiden, though, is like, you've got such a big health bar. You don't really have to feel bad taking 5, 6, or even 10 hits. It's not really a big deal. As long as you make it to the end, you'll be fine. It is going, man. How are you doing, Red? Stexer's been busy with real-life stuff. Well, it's good to be busy with real-life stuff. It means you're actually doing something with your life. And that's good. I've actually been busy with a lot of real-life stuff, too. Which has been making, focusing on the streams difficult. But hopefully with having a little bit of extra free time, I can get some random streams in, like this. Hopefully more focused streams. I've been doing a lot of variety streams lately, but... Oh, I'm gonna get boosted backwards, yeah. I messed that up. That's okay. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll see if we can get more focused streams going like this. I had thought about either this or, like, Demon's Crest today, but I feel like I need to do a practice run of Demon's Crest, because I haven't played that in a couple of years. Holy crap, what am I doing? Maybe in the coming weeks we'll do that. But Ninja Gaiden, I knew that I could just run straight in. I don't need to practice at all. Whoop. Yeah, so there are a couple of damage boosts I wanted to do there, but I'm just not really focusing. And again, I haven't practiced this, so it's, you know, I am going into this completely rusty. I'm not warmed up at all. But usually Ninja Gaiden I can jump into without too much trouble. I mean, really all three of them. The only bummer is I have to fight this boss normally. Oops. That's cool. I like fighting this boss normally. It means I have to actually, you know, fight a boss. Because when you have the spin slash, you can just kill him instantly. So you can only do damage to one of them. Dropped a lot of weight, over 100 pounds now. Hell yeah, dude. I know it's been a long process for you. And congratulations, man. And this is another tune that sounds a little weird compared to the NES one. It's like, oh, horns in your face. It's like, can you get those horns out of my face, please? Let's go ahead and get that. That's some health. And I can come here, jump over him. Don't even have to kill him. I'm gonna play some parts here a little safe. Whoops, I was looking at chat. Gonna go do a damage to it straight there, just for that. Sort of an easy way to get that. And do that. Woo! Alright. Alright, so we're already close to the end of the game. It's just this level, then one more, and then we're there. So, like I said, you know, this game's gonna go pretty fast. That's one thing I love about these games, is that, like, yeah, they're hard to learn, but once you learn them, you can just blaze right through them. And, like, you don't have to feel like you've spent a lot of time doing it, you know? And they're still satisfying. Oh my god, are you serious? you freaking serious, dude? That's fine, but now I have to do this without power-ups. See, I wanted to try to use my spin slash there, but wasn't able to. I wanted to take my spin slash to the boss fight so I can kill him in one hit, but that's not going to happen, unfortunately. That's fine. The boss is really easy, even without a sub-weapon. It's just that the trick to this boss is just trading hits. You just attack as fast as you can, you take a hit, attack as fast as you can, just rinse and repeat. Well, this wasn't the only game to do that back then. I mean, Mario All-Stars was a thing. Although I'd say those were real, true, like, remasters. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Tecmo probably did this because of Mario All-Stars. Like, this was a couple of years after All-Stars. Unfortunately, this wasn't like full-on remakes. It's just like, oh, here's some more colors here and there, and lots of other things that aren't quite as good as the NES games. It was almost like a demaster. It's like, you'll see what I mean once we get into Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3. Oh man, I'm looking forward to showing off some of the shortcomings of those versions. But no, it's still fun. It's still Ninja Gaiden. It's just, I think it was a little underwhelming at the time for people that already had the NES games. Mario All-Stars, on the other hand, was like, those were full-on, just like, oh, so nice to look at. And then we also got the lost levels with it. There was save functionality. You get passwords now in this one, which is nice, but... Oh no! God damn it. You gotta be kidding me. No battery backup save, though. Man, I can't believe I got hit there. That's fine. Hey, Gedelt. Vector Man, how are you doing? Welcome back. Whee! Timu. I should just say Timu whenever I do a speedrun technique. Oh, that was an unintentional speedrun technique. I have to be careful because I have no lives left. Ugh. Holy shit. My controls are not... doesn't feel good. I'm gonna blame the controller I'm using. Oh, that's not good. Alright, should be some health right here. Stopwatch right there. Or hourglass, technically, not a stopwatch. This ain't Castlevania. Okay, what are you doing, game? Oh my god. Oh man. That was a really sloppy final level. I meant to actually play the story out at the end here. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Everyone's favorite final boss. That isn't anywhere near as hard as people make it out to be. Oops. Yeah, Kevin, you're approximately 15 minutes late. Oh. Thanks, guys. Thank you. No. No, it's Friday. I'm off on Fridays now, so occasionally I might do some, like, midday streams. You guys probably won't see me do anything super long. But kind of short, focused streams like this, you might see more often. I don't know, we'll see. This was just kind of an off-the-cuff, spontaneous thing. Yeah, the finale to the story that no one actually experienced, because I skipped through all of it. I like the story in this game, actually. I like it a lot. It's a little bit of conspiracy, a little, like, demon worship. There's a, you know... It's cool. Especially by, like, late 80s standards for video games. And it has heart, too. It's got everything. To me, personally, Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3, the story gets a little just... I don't know, I feel like the story is well done in the first game. The way everything's executed and explained, and the progression of it. Parts 2 and 3, that's just kind of like, eh. I still love the intro to Part 2, though. It doesn't even go to credits, it just goes, boom, game over. Holy crap, dude. Talk about anticlimactic. I didn't even press anything. That was the game. That wasn't me. I totally forgot I did that. I haven't beaten Ninja Gaiden Trilogy in several years now, so I totally forgot what happens after you actually beat the games. And it apparently just cuts right back to the menu. Alright, I'll let the intro play out on this, too. Holy crap. Hey, Sack. Yeah, and it's like there's not even like a nice fade out and then game over. It's just boom, hard cut, game over. Like I said, this collection, there are definitely some lazy aspects to it. Like they cut a lot of corners. It's not the most polished product, I guess I should say. Yeah, I was 8 years old when this game came out. The NES one. Ninja Gaiden 2 on NES is one of the earliest NES games I ever beat. It was Super Mario Brothers, Contra, Ninja Gaiden 2, Super Mario 2, Mario 3. I'm trying to think. Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3. Yeah. Now, most of this music sounds better on NES. It's just, you know, the tunes were originally designed for the NES game. And so the way they recreated them on this package is, I don't know, there's some I really like, there's some that I don't really like. But yeah. It is what it is. Alright. So the physics in Gaiden 2 are very different from Ninja Gaiden 1. Ryu feels a little bit more nimble, but also like weightier at the same time, if that makes any sense. It feels like he falls a little bit faster. And the hitboxes are very different. So the jumping slash tactic that you saw me do in Ninja Gaiden 1, you don't really do it here in this game. So in Ninja Gaiden 2, it's all about using your Shadow Ninja. You can get up to 2 of them. They replicate your attacks, just like that. Hey, Shining Philistine, thank you for that. Good luck with 2 and 3. Good job beating Ninja Gaiden 1. Well, thank you, sir. Alright, so I like to bunch up the ninjas together and use my special. Just like that. Oh, you beat Rad Racer? That's a tough game. That's a tough game. I want to be able to beat Rad Racer one day. And I think what I'm going to start doing is focusing on more NES games that I haven't completed before, like Rad Racer. Like, I just had my inputs eaten right there, so the inputs being eaten up is something that really starts to happen with part 2 on this collection. And we're getting some frame rate stutters too. Frame rate stutters are really bad in a game like this because I mean, the NES games pretty much always run at like 60 FPS. Like, they never hitch at all, performance-wise. And so you rely on that, just like the speed and accuracy that you get from like a perfectly stable high frame rate. It affects like how you approach the game. And so the stutters in this one, if you're used to the NES games, it's extremely jarring. And it will throw off your inputs. And your rhythm, if you're used to the games. We gotta scroll. The scrolls increase how much energy you have. Weapon energy. Yeah, I mean, it's an okay collection, Shining. But it's one of those things where, like, the NES versions are superior in most ways. I do like the, you know, the slight upgraded visuals. Like, this guy in the NES version, he's just, like, completely white and black. Like, he actually has color in this one. He's blue with, you know, he's got an actual skin tone now, that sort of thing, which is kind of interesting. But there are a lot of downgrades, too, like this level right here. This is supposed to be a pitch black level in the NES game. It's a really cool gimmick. And the only time you can see the level is when the lightning strikes. Or the sky will flash. And then, like, it lights up the whole level for a split second. That mechanic's completely gone in this version. Which really kills the atmosphere, because this is a very atmospheric level. It's actually one of the most atmospheric stages, I think, in an 8-bit game, period. It was really cool. One thing that people forget about 8-bit games is that the type of stuff, things that like Ninja Gaiden did, Ninja Gaiden 2 in particular, with like the screen flashing and stuff like that, you know, it really added to the atmosphere of the game, which not a lot of 8-bit games were able to really exude. They weren't able to just like... Oh man, I don't even know how to describe it, but I'm sure a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. Oops. There we go, another scroll, so my special energy is increased. One nice thing they added in Ninja Gaiden 2 is you can actually use your specials while climbing on walls, and then you can also actually climb just by holding up and down. You don't have to actually hop off like this, like you did in the first game. I'm a big fan of the hopping or the wall climbing in Ninja Gaiden 1 because it's a skill-based element. Ninja Gaiden 2, there's not really any skill involved now, going up walls. But it's definitely a nice quality of life improvement. And it's one thing I really like about the Ninja Gaiden series is like you could see that they were really trying to like improve things as the games went on. Dope. Yeah, and you can use your ninjas in creative ways. Ninja Gaiden 2 is considered the easiest of the trilogy? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I consider it the easiest. But I've heard people say it's the hardest. And it also depends on what you're trying to do, too. Like, I think Ninja Gaiden 2 actually has the most technical, difficult speedrun of the bunch. Tinu! Just using my specials on these things. Uh-oh. Okay. Whew. Got lucky there. Oh, jeez. All right, there we go. Yeah, and like this level has the water. At least this version still animates the water, which is nice. That was also something you didn't see super often on NES games, is like water actually animating really well. Not just animating well, but also having a physical impact on the character movement. Like this actually pushes you to the right there, and then to the left right here. And it affects your momentum completely. So while that sort of physics implementation is, you know, pretty commonplace these days, back in 1990, you know, on a platform like the NES or even the Master System, You know, you didn't really see stuff like that very often. Not done as well as it was in this game, at least. I'll say that. That little dude over there can be a pain. I like to just fall down and then just jump straight over. Yeah, if you try to climb the wall, you climb up slower, and it'll just push you down. It's really good stuff. Later on, we have ice physics. You had none of that stuff in Ninja Gaiden 1, so, like, Ninja Gaiden 2 compared to Part 1 was very advanced, or definitely a big step forward in a lot of ways. Ha ha ha! Nice. Hey, Dasan. Yeah, back on YouTube. I'll be back on Twitch later tonight. Hey, Super Robot Ed. What's going on? Yeah, this is gonna be a short stream. We're over halfway through Ninja Gaiden 2 already. And then we just gotta do part 3, and then we're pretty much done. Nice short stream today. Tomorrow I'm going to have my first video of Ocarina of Time played with Meg. That'll be posted for everybody tomorrow. Part 2 of that will be posted tomorrow for patrons. So stay tuned for that. Not sure when I'm going to post the archive of this, actually. I might wait a couple days or a week. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, another special energy extension. Yeah, so now we have ice physics. And that definitely ate my inputs. I pressed the jump button and I attacked. Yeah, the ice physics here take a while to get used to. But also here, you'll slip down as well. It's kind of neat. Lots of little attention to details, attention to detail in this game. I'm almost dead. Alright, there we go. I've got some health back. I still have 9 lives! Holy, I forgot this game dishes out lives like candy on Halloween. Oh, man. Yeah, we're... Uh-oh, that was close. Can't believe I had 9 lives already. That's another way this game is a little bit easier than the first one. They give you many more tries. It's easier to earn extra lives. I think almost every level has an extra life somewhere. Yeah, you get infinite continues in this one. Yeah. Yeah, you get that, but there are also many more extra lives over the course of the game. Uh-oh. No shining. I don't think there was a snow effect in the NES one. I don't remember a snow effect in Ninja Gaiden 2. Now, there is a late game level in Ninja Gaiden 3 with a rain effect. I don't remember if that's in here or not. We're gonna find out. Like I said, it's been a couple years since I've gone through these on the Super Nintendo, so there are some details I don't quite remember. Those guys are from Ninja Gaiden 1. That was always cool back in the day. Seeing, like, an existing boss from the previous game come back with some minor differences. Game is easy. I feel like so many of these rooms were designed around you having all your Shadow Ninjas. Setting them up in certain, you know, formations to just like clear out a room instantly. I really feel like the game was designed around that. Alright, final level. Now this is kind of a notorious part for having inputs being eaten, so be careful here. Right here in this part, there's a lot going on. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me, I missed the bat. Oh, and again, I just ate my inputs completely. Okay, we don't really care about the truth right now. We just want to enjoy this fucking game, so we don't need to be buzzkills pointing out everything that everyone already sees, because everyone's already got eyeballs, and it's pretty damn obvious this game is inferior to the NES ones, and we don't need to go down that road. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha, what a concept. Oh, I missed the Shadow Ninja. There you go. Hey, Mark, what's going on, man? I missed you too, Red. I missed you too. Hey, society, what's going on, dude? Still have 7 lives, even though I'm sucking. Alright, almost there. But yeah, the point of this stream isn't to bash the games. Like, we all know it's not perfect. I just want to play them and show them off. Because I haven't shown them off in a long time. But we always got to get that, guys. The armchair expert. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, I know. You're preaching to the freaking choir, dude. Just chill out, relax, have fun with the damn stream. That's it. You know, you want to tear the game to pieces? Go start your own YouTube channel, make a review show. There you go. That's what I'm doing right now. I've got my own channel. I've got my own little place on the internet to bash games. I don't even want to bash games. I just want to play them and enjoy them regardless of their quality or how much better they could have been. Like, who cares? Life's too short for that shit. You have to hit this guy in the, like, the white spot, but this version in particular, there doesn't really seem to be any audio cue or anything. No, I am enjoying myself, Freddy. I really wanted to play these games. I've been wanting to do this stream for a long time, actually. Now, unfortunately, I've got to do the final bosses with just one Shadow Ninja, because I did die. And that's fine. Although, it's not looking too good right now. Alright, there we go. Dude, you should do that, Kevin. You might actually get views for that. It's sad but true. There we go. Actually, just go ahead and do this. Racism is okay. No one did anything racist or said anything racist here. That shit would get banned pretty quickly. It wasn't that the guy bashed the game, it's that when I said something about it, he basically mocked me. So that's just an instant ban for me. I'm not putting up with your bullshit. Anyone that else wants to be banned, I can ban you. I'm happy. I can be ban happy. Let's go for it. Let's do it. How many people can we ban in this stream? Let's see. Let's scroll up through the chat, because I obviously missed something. I can't ban you, Jeff. I don't know. I have no idea who Nick Gurr is. I haven't looked into the new Batman film because I don't really watch superhero films. I'm not really into them anymore. If he's a man of color, whatever you want to call it, I don't really care. And it probably wasn't directed in that way. It was probably just, hey, what do you think of this guy in the new film? I don't know how you, like, see that as racist. Especially to someone like me that's not even keeping up with this. I don't know who Nick is. I haven't looked into the new Batman film, period. So to me, that is not racist at all, from my perspective. So there you go. Purple shrimps, the ninja's natural enemy. Hey, Palcho. But yeah, Jeff, thanks a lot, dude. Really appreciate it, man. No, Talos, it's gone. Blown away. Oh. I get it. I get it. Alright. Sorry. There you go. Are you guys happy now? Hey, you guys try playing games, talking to people at the same time, and have everything register perfectly just like that. You do it and get back to me on that. What a crazy stream. Yeah, that one didn't even register with me. Well, thanks for pointing it out. I will own up to that. I'm sorry, I didn't catch it right away. But you're right. Now, it's like when I looked at it, I was like, oh, yeah, that's not good. Sorry. People fuck up and make mistakes. Yeah. Pensive, pretty much all of them. Yeah, pretty much all of them. All the tricks I use, anyway. I'm not sure about, like, a hardcore speed run, but playing the game casually, yeah, everything's fine. Well, everything translates, I should say. In this collection, obscure? No. It definitely is not. It eats your inputs at places. It's lacking a lot of the details from the NES game, like the lightning flashing on the third stage in the game. It's got more slowdown and stuff like that than Ninja Gaiden 1. Ninja Gaiden 1 is the most consistent, I'd say the most polished in this collection. On NES, yeah, Ninja Gaiden 2 is by far the most polished. By far. It's the most well-rounded. Hey, this is my stream. I can badmouth it all I want. But I'm not going to. Because I don't feel the need to. I'm just stating some things for the stream and the archive, and then I'm just kicking back, relaxing, and enjoying the game. But this is my place to do that. This is my channel. And if anyone else wants to do that, yeah, some opinions here and there is fine, but you beat a dead horse, you keep beating a dead horse, man, it just gets on my nerves. Just go somewhere else and do it. It just brings the whole stream down. Double standards are the best standards. Well, alright. There's no convincing you, obviously. So, boom! Yeah! No, good mouthing instead. Alright, take it easy, Dasan. I don't know, there's just no winning with people. Do 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 do. This guy literally sucks. Woo 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 woo. Oh man. Easier than the NES one? I don't know, is it? Ninja Gaiden 3 is easier. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just played Ninja Gaiden 3 so much that I don't really notice the difference. Ninja to death. Yeah, I mean, the limited continues is gonna be a sticking point if you're trying to learn the game for the first time. Reduces enemy damage output. I didn't know that. Minjot, it is not. No. I just feel like playing this. Oh, that's good to hear, Jeff. I know a lot of people that have, you know, felt some symptoms from the second shot. I still need to schedule my first shot. I meant to do that this week, and I didn't get around to it. Alright. So, good old Ninja Gaiden 3. Very different from the other two. Much more floaty. They all felt like crap. That sucks. I'm glad you dodged the bullet, though. That's good. Just had my inputs eaten. Yeah, so notice that the bosses don't blink. That is something that was taken out. The whoa! It's definitely higher quality here, which is nice. I don't think you have anything to worry about, Uber. I wouldn't worry about it. Oops! Ooh, that was crazy. I was looking at chat. I'm surprised I actually clipped back onto that platform. Thanks, Red. Hey, and I'm sorry, I might come off as being hard sometimes, but... If you want to sit and just bash a game for like 10 lines, when we're all just sitting here trying to chill and have fun, and I call you out on it, and then you come back and call me toxic, maybe you're the one being toxic. And maybe that's why I'm calling you out on it. We work in really simple ways here. We really do. It's not hard. We just want to chill and have fun. And if you can do that, you can get along here just fine with my stream. As guys like Monolith, and Jeff, and Pensive, and Uber, and Red, and all those guys know. They've been watching for a really long time. They know how things work here. And they, too, just want to chill and have fun. We don't need to spend our time and our lives shitting on games to do that. I think that's the difference between us and a lot of other people that just stumble upon my streams. Exactly, Obscure. Exactly. Yeah, it really is, Jeff. It is. Extra life? Uh-oh. One good thing about the floaty nature of Ninja Gaiden 3's physics is that you do have a lot of mid-air control now. A little bit more than you did in the other games. Yeah, you should. You should play Ninja Gaiden 3. It's a good game. It's, it is definitely, I think, a step above difficulty-wise. At least at first. Back in the day, it definitely took me a lot more practice than the first two games. I think Jason left Uber. I don't think he's here anymore. I think he said he had to bail out. Yeah, exactly, society. Yeah, me too, Obscure. I do enjoy some of the remixes. Like I said, they're good and bad things to this collection. It just is what it is. I think fans of the series should play it regardless, you know? If you really like the NES ones, this is still fun to play around with. Still fun. Have fun, guys. Have more fun. Less complaining, more fun. How about that? Alright, so there's actually a big sword down here. Yeah, you do kind of need to learn when to just, like, push the screen forward slightly in this game. There are several points in the game where it's very beneficial to do that. Just, like, inch it forward just a little bit. Fun is stupid. Does this go for a lot of money? Yeah, it's very expensive. I don't recommend seeking out an actual cartridge. I mean, unless you're a hardcore collector. Play it via other means. Get a flash card, load up your SNES Classic, get a MiSTer, play on emulation on PC. I don't know. I mean, there are even some people out there that'll do the reproduction thing. Not really up my alley, but it is an option. I really only played the first one, Freddy. I liked it a lot. I want to go back to it sometime soon. But I don't have experience with Ninja Gaiden 2 or 3. The new ones. Oops, I was looking at chat. Yeah, and that is right. I totally forgot that the remasters of the Sigma Trilogy are coming to modern platforms, which is interesting. It's good to hear. Oh yeah, those spikes only did 3 hit points. Yeah, so I see what you guys mean now by the damage output being different. Yeah, that would definitely make the game a little bit easier. Hey, T-Bone, how's it going, man? Having fun and making friends. Oh, man. That's gotta be one of the best lines all stream. Alright, there we go. Hey, Die Hard, welcome back. Having friends and making fun. Mega Man The Wily Wars is getting a physical release in North America. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I didn't realize Silent Hill had skyrocketed Uber. No clue. One of my friends came into the store recently and told me about that. I was like, what? Silent Hill isn't even, like, all that uncommon. I wouldn't even say it's uncommon. Seems to have sold decently enough. Looking at it now, Ninja Gaiden 3 doesn't look too bad here. Yeah, it's not too bad. There are some major... If we're talking like this conversion, there are a couple of issues later on in the game I'll point out. If we're talking gameplay, in terms of like game's difficulty compared to the others, it's really not that bad compared to Ninja Gaiden 1. Well, compared to Ninja Gaiden 1 in particular. The later parts of Part 1 can be pretty brutal for new players. I would say Ninja Gaiden 3's final stage is the biggest difficulty spike in the whole series, though. The whole classic series, obviously. But... Alright, let's go ahead and skip through this. Okay, the rain effect is still there in the background. But it's not... Yeah, it's just a background effect. Looks like it's just animation tiles. That's it. Okay, T-Bone! Why are you doing that? Thank you, man. Just because you haven't in a while, keep chilling. Get yourself that Ninja Gaiden collection. Is Ninja Gaiden the Dark Souls of video games? No. Dark Souls is the Dark Souls of video games. See what I did there? Alright, there we go. In the NES one, you can actually, like, go kill all the enemies, and they shouldn't respawn. Which is kind of nice. Oh my god, that was my fault. Just have limited lives like the NES. Well, yeah, everything's got limited lives. All these games have limited lives, but... If you meant limited continues, no it does not. You can continue as much as you want. And people have said that apparently the difficulty is more like the Japanese version in terms of damage output. Much better that time. Jeff's heading out. Ah, take care, man. Oh, wait, that's Tony. Tony's heading out. Later, Tony. Yeah, sorry. I saw you say bye to Tony, and I thought you were heading out. It's the problem with reading the chat in reverse. I always have to, like, back up farther and see, like, where the goodbye originated from. Hey, Crestline. This version really does not like having so much happening at once. There are a lot of sword swipes that just got eaten up. It is a live stream, Crestline. That's why it says live stream in it. And that's why the video player should say live. This is in fact a live stream. Although we're gonna be ending here soon. We're getting we're about halfway through this game. A little over halfway through, I'd say. Yeah, what I'm curious to see what happens, Uber, is if, like, demand goes down now that the pandemic is... It's not completely over. There are still some parts of the world that don't even have vaccines at all, so... Some places that are going back into lockdown, apparently. But for us, like, in the United States in particular, like, it's on the way out. And, I wonder if demand for these old games is gonna go back down, or if it's gonna just kind of stay where it's been at for the last year and a half now, actually. Like, prices have just gotten really stupid. Like, apparently Wii U tablets by themselves, no consoles, are at least $200 now, just the controller. Like, what? A year and a half ago, you couldn't even give them away for $150, like a full set. It's crazy. Yeah. You bought it at a good time, Red. You got a decent deal on it. And, you got to enjoy it. And, now you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for a console. I mean, with what they cost now, I'd, you know, almost go as far as to say it's not even really worth it. Although, personally, I wouldn't say that. I won't say that because I've owned one for a long time, and I've really enjoyed it. But if it goes up to, like, $400 or $500 or something, it's like, yeah, that's kind of hard to stomach, especially since a lot of the first-party titles are on Switch now. Not all of them. There's still several that are missing. And there's still some good third-party stuff, too, that hasn't been brought over, but... It's just always disappointing for me to see when an older console that hasn't even been discontinued all that long skyrockets in price. And actually, this is kind of like one of the first generations I can think of where that's actually happened. Like, traditionally, previous generation consoles would always go to bottom of the barrel pricing before they start to creep back up. And it's a long process, too. You know, they don't creep back up overnight like the Wii U did. So Galuska, I think there are a lot of factors to it. And before I actually go on to that subject, this is one of the parts in the game where it was cut back for the Super Nintendo one. You'll notice that there's no background scrolling now. Like, it's all 100% a solid background. There are different layers of scrolling underneath for the clouds on the NES game. You'll notice that Ryu's constantly getting pushed to the right. It's because there's a wind effect in here. And the scrolling on the NES game was to signify that. Like, you're up in the sky, you know? Yeah. It's just gone in this version. So, I mean, some people buy to scalp and resell. Others buy just to put it on their shelf. But I think what's also happening is, a lot of people that are into this hobby now, they're old. They've got jobs. They've got disposable income. And so there are people out there that will pay these prices just to play. And to have the real thing. And I think there are other factors as well that's causing prices to go up, like the pandemic. I know 100% demand just shot through the roof in the last year. And that's coming from the various businesses I've talked to in this space, you know. Demand has just skyrocketed. They think it's related to the pandemic, but you can never be 100% sure. Maybe it was just coincidentally like a spike in general interest at the same time. I don't know. But again, like, what I wonder is if it really was mostly just the pandemic, and if interest is going to wane a little bit after this, or if demand is still going to stay high. Like, maybe this pandemic just really sparked, like, a mass interest in a lot of people, and maybe they'll keep that interest after this is all said and done. Maybe there'll be a new appreciation for retro. Who knows? I don't know. All I can do is speculate. Hey, Vince. Yeah, really obscure hardware like that, Vince, has really shot up in price as well. I'd honestly, to try to pay off some bills, I thought about selling some of my hardware, but I don't think I'm going to. You know, unless something just major comes up. Because a lot of my hardware is shot up in price, too. And it's not even, like, one-offs like the VIS. But like the Jaguars. I could get a pretty penny for my box Jaguar right now. You know, my box Sega CD, and I do wonder what PC Engine Duos are going for right now. I have to look into that. But what I know is if I end up selling those things, then I'll probably never be able to play those games again. Unless prices start coming back down, or, you know, I get rich. I get old and rich, and then I rebuy them back. So, I don't know. I need the money, but I also don't want to be in that position down the road. Yeah, there you go, Cedar Valley. That's another, factor. People willing to pay these prices because they're scared the prices are going to go higher. A lot of us are kicking ourselves because years ago, this stuff was a lot cheaper, but even back then, we still thought it was expensive. We were like, nah, we'll hold off. We'll wait, and we waited, and now things are even worse. It's like, why did I wait? And so now people are probably jumping on stuff they wouldn't have you know, like a decade ago. Because they're scared it's gonna just keep snowballing in price. And then it's like, there's the legitimate worry that, like, you'll never be able to have any of these things. Because it's just too cost prohibitive. And that goes for, like, just a lot of people that just want to play this stuff. Like, you know, I want an actual Jaguar to play Jaguar games, or an actual 3DO to play 3DO games. Uh-oh. Well, I got lucky there. It's like, should I buy one for $200 right now, or should I wait? And 5 years later, it's $400. It's like, god damn it, I shouldn't have waited. It seemed like a good idea at the time, though. It's kind of a frustrating hobby to be in right now. When it comes to playing on actual hardware. Yeah, and it gets really sketchy for stuff like 3DO and Jaguar in particular, because, I'm gonna run out of time. It gets really sketchy for that stuff, because emulation is not 100% for those. There's no real software method of replicating those perfectly, or anywhere close to it. Hindsight is always 20/20. Absolutely, Vince. Absolutely. Yeah, one of the things about Ninja Gaiden 3, and this goes for the NES version as well, is when you get to this area, it doesn't reset your timer. And so you have to make a mad dash to the boss. Otherwise, you're gonna run out of time. I mean, you're probably gonna get to the boss and still run out of time. It's kind of frustrating. I think it's an oversight. And then if you die, your timer resets completely, and it's like, oh, it's much easier. Yeah. Yeah, they do not damage you with the fire wheel, which is cool. I did notice when I played through the Japanese version many years ago, I did a Let's Play of the Japanese Famicom Ninja Gaiden 3. The fire wheel is placed much more liberally in that version. Like, there are easy fire wheels on this stage. You can just use the fire wheel to go straight through the spikes. And the fire wheel is still in the US version, obviously, but it's not as frequent, or at least it's not as in as many convenient locations, I should say. Hey, thank you, Red. 1, 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that was close. 1, 2, 3. You finally beat Ninja Gaiden 1 on NES a month ago. Hell yeah. Congrats, Vince. That's a good accomplishment. That was sloppy. I always forget about this boss, to be honest with you. Yeah, me too, Obscure. It would have been really cool seeing those ported to Super Nintendo. Alright, so we need to bust his head off. But again, no blinking in this one. Thankfully, there is a little bit of a sound cue. It's like a shmup. Wow, 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 wow. I wish it just busted right into that right away. I like those drums. Remember a time when it wasn't like this? Yeah, that's what's tough about it for me, Ed, is like I've been doing this, buying consoles and games with my own money since the mid to late 90s, and I remember when a lot of this stuff was just a dime a dozen and nobody was interested in it. So I also remember when all of this was still on the market brand new at full price, when these games actually came out, you know? So it's very weird to me, you know, having that hindsight. I remember when I had a collection of like 300 something NES games, halfway to like a full set in like 2002. And I barely paid anything for it, you know? It's like, and if I did the same thing now, it would cost me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It'd be ridiculous. And I just would not be able to justify it. Hey, Grand Theft. This is true, Red. This is true. Hey, James. Wait, let me scroll the chat a little bit. The shmup and finding Teddy 2. Were you finally able to download the patches? Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad they finally resolved that for you, man. People investing in stocks. Hey, Douglas. Yeah, I tell people, man, like, if you want to really, like, if you're buying video games as an investment, you're in the wrong field. You really should be, like, investing in stocks. Video games are not a good investment, especially now if you have to pay high. Now, if you're like a thrift kind of person, you go out, you go to thrift shops and whatever. If you're in an area where they still get a lot of this old stuff, you might be able to, you know, make a hefty profit. But it's still a lot of work doing that. It's a lot of work trying to go flip and resell. Not a fun existence either, if you ask me. I don't know. I wouldn't want to do that. There was one time where I thought about doing it. This was like 10 years ago. 10, 11 years ago. I'm glad I didn't go down that route. It would be kind of a miserable existence, and having to resell everything online and deal with all the people online, and so many bad customers online, would not be worth it. I wonder if it has any music here. Let's see. Nope. We could probably guess a password, though. I mean, how many combinations can there possibly be? Not many. Yes! Oh, wow, that's great. Oh, man. Punching some random button presses. Yeah. Yeah, and that only took us an hour and 40 minutes total. That was with trolls, and that was with me dying a bunch of times, so not too bad. Oh, man. I hope PC parts will be in stock soon. Been waiting for over a year to buy. Yeah, that's a tough one right there. And Mike J, I didn't see you out there. Hope you're doing well. Oh, man. By the way, I might actually, I've been thinking about this lately. I think I might come up with a new template for YouTube, and I'm not going to have the chat embedded on the stream anymore. I'm not sure yet. I have to figure out how I'm going to do it. So, we'll see what happens. I feel like not having the chat embedded on the stream will give people less of a reason to try to, like, troll hardcore, because they're not being archived for all time. And I can still respond to you guys, that's what counts. So, Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm slowly catching up on chat. Yeah, Robot Ed, I do want to actually go back and do Castlevania Chronicles again. It's been a while. But yeah, thanks for all the GGs, guys. I appreciate it. Hey, JK, thank you for those that $5, man. Much appreciated. Back in the day, you'd pick up literal garbage bags at 8 and 16-bit games. Each cart was 25 cents. Yep, I remember that too. One of my good friends locally, who's been in this as long as I have, he used to snap up Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt cartridges for like 5 cents a piece or something like that. He has a whole wall of them still. I'm like, dude, you should probably sell those now. It'll fund your Xbox Series X. You're joining a pinball league next week. Hell yeah, Monolith. Where are you at, Monolith, in the country, out of curiosity? I might even be familiar with that league. There are a handful of, like, big leagues that are well known in the pinball scene, anyway. Streaming Pinball FX3? I might. I don't know. I'm kind of veering away from doing, like, crazy variety streams here. But, I do plan on streaming some real pinball real soon. I'm gonna, like, test my setup later this afternoon. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Okay. Is it called the Grand Rapids Pinball League? Yeah, I don't, I'm not familiar with that league in particular, but I bet you there's some probably really good players there that, I've heard of before. So that's cool, man. Congrats. I'm glad to see you getting into it. Games won't physically last forever. Who knows when they could get damaged? Yep. Get them for the hobby and the intrigue. Yeah, and that's why I've been into this for so long. I've just enjoyed it. I got into it for the intrigue and the fun of the games. I've always played these games. I've always been into games. Video gaming in general has been my biggest hobby for my entire life, pretty much. So it's like, and I try to tell people that want to get into this, just get into it because there's something appealing about the games, stuff you want to play, stuff you might be interested in. There might even be, like, historical aspects that intrigue you. And that was definitely a big part for me for a long time. I'm not really as into, like, the history stuff these days. But there was a period in my life where I was all about that. So, James, this was the third game. Yeah, we actually beat all 3 games, so we're going to be ending the stream here in a little bit, but I'll sit here and just, chat with you guys. Yeah, people can rewatch the chat on YouTube later. That is actually a channel choice. Like, I can actually disable the chat preview. So if we have something like we had today, where we have trolls, or we have some dude that tries to be racist, and I don't catch it for 10 minutes, because sorry, I'm not perfect. I can choose to disable the stream chat replay altogether. So I'm cool enough to own real tables. I only own one real machine, and it's a home use only. It's a home pinball machine, and I got it for free from a friend. A friend donated it to me. I had to sell all my machines. I've had to sell every machine I've ever had. I've had to sell, and I had bought 2 machines last year, and I had to sell them by the end of the year because I just had to make ends meet. So. Favorite channel for sure. Thanks, JK. When am I going to do a new Castlevania stream? I don't know. Maybe we'll do one... I was actually thinking about it last week. Yeah, I don't know. Soon. I'll probably end up doing like another early afternoon stream like this and play through like the NES Castlevanias or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Pensive, and it was posed as like a question about a movie, and so like I didn't even think about it. Yeah, I didn't get it until like someone pointed it out, and I was like, oh shit. Like, sorry, I'm not the quickest I'm not the quickest guy out there. I'll be the first to admit that. Oh man. NES Castle, yeah. So what I probably end up doing is just doing a variety of Castlevanias through the MiSTer. I can do like Castlevania 1, Castlevania 3, maybe the Game Boys, Bloodlines, Rondo of Blood, Super Castlevania 4, Dracula X. Yeah, I think that's all I've got on the MiSTer. But, I don't know, I've done streams like that so many times already. I'm feeling like we're kind of a couple years overdue on another Mega Man variety stream. Like, I don't know if I'll have the energy to do Mega Man's 1 through 6, but maybe like Mega Man's 1 through 3, and then... Or maybe like 1, 3, and 4, and then like 2, 5, and 6. I don't know. I'll figure out how to split it up. That could be fun. Well, I mean, I love Castlevania 2, Pensive, but it's also like a 2-hour-long game. So, I don't think it would fit very well in like a linear Vania stream, if you know what I mean. But I think sometime last year, I think it was last year, I did the Japanese Famicom Disk System version. So it's like, I've already done Castlevania 2 relatively recently. 3's not too bad, Monolith, if you're good at it. That's the key. You gotta be good at it. Alright, see you, Cedar Valley. Take care. Roleplay is animated Trevor. Yeah, that wouldn't work. I wouldn't look anything like him. I've got a fat, pudgy face. Yeah, speaking of which, Castlevania Season 4, I watched that last week. Or the week before. Later, Jules. Yeah, Super Castlevania 4 is long. Yeah, it takes about an hour to go through. Oh, man. Well, I do think that is going to do it for us, guys. Unless you guys have any other last-minute questions or comments or anything like that. I think I am going to get out of here. I got a couple things I want to do. Try to get one of my pinball stream rigs set up. And so we can try to stream some pinball later. Hardest of the 3 Ninja Gaidens? I'd say part 3 is probably the hardest to learn. And I'd say its final level requires the most precise execution. And I'd say part 3's final level is the most demanding of memorization. That's for sure. But parts of the first game could be really rough too. Have I played through Portrait of Ruin? Yeah, I've beaten Portrait a couple times. Hey, no problem, Vector Man. About to get slammed with a storm. I hope you guys don't have crazy power outages. Oh, well, that was a winter storm that caused that, though. But still. Hopefully you guys stay safe, Jeff. No, thank you guys. I do appreciate you hanging out. I was actually super surprised we actually got the turnout that we did today. So thank you guys for making this stream a success, even if there was a lull halfway through. But I'll be sure to post the archive sometime next week. Stay tuned for the beginning of Ocarina of Time with Meg. I will be posting that tomorrow morning. So watch out for that. I think you guys are going to really enjoy that. And we've already recorded part 2. I'll post that for patrons tomorrow. Or channel supporters, I should say. But yeah, should be fun. We had a really good time recording part 2. And I'm sure we'll catch up and do part 3 soon as well. Yeah, we can get a jackass every now and then, Uber, but we can also get people that just don't understand how we operate here. And I guess that's fair, but we operate a certain way here. If you can get along with that, then you're good. If you can't, then I have no qualms of giving you the boot. I really don't. I don't really care. I'm not, like, this isn't a job for me. This is fun. And if you come in and make it not fun for me, then tough luck. That's how I operate. So some of you guys appreciate that. A lot of people don't. It is what it is. But yeah, some of you guys like Uber, I'll talk to you on Discord in a little bit. I want to go through your chat about Adam's computer. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. To some of you guys that watch on Twitch, I will be streaming some pinball later. Edon and I are going to be setting up his Metallica pinball he brought in here last night. And then we'll be streaming some of that. And it'll be a good time. Ocarina's on the plate tomorrow for YouTube. And then I need to finish editing my next Let's Play so I can upload that as well. Not sure when I'll stream next. Make sure your notifications are on, because I'm not scheduling streams typically. I'm just going live. And if you want to catch the stream live, make sure those notifications are on. Or get on the Discord or something like that for you guys that are channel backers. Because I do always post when I go live there. Same with Twitter and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Have yourselves a good day or night, wherever you are, and take it easy.